guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within.
Good morning. Welcome to Thriving Talks with Anthony. Today we're going to have a conversation. Today's conversation is going to be about good things take time. So I'm going to briefly talk about my week, and then we're going to get into, we're going to get into the spiel. So this week, obviously, it's the last, it's currently Saturday, the 30th. I'm at work right now, and we're doing our thing. But in regards to the week, we're wrapping up March, right? And this week, I previously was able to go to the senior center because my job, we have a young adult access center in regards to, I'm developing that right now. We're not open yet, but we will be open soon. But we do have a location that is for seniors, obviously above 65 plus. They facilitate members over there. They have different programming. They actually had this week like massage. So I think a corporation came out to be able to provide free massages for the seniors. I wasn't able to go because I was trying to manage the painters and what's going on over there. And overall, just being able to interact with the seniors was a great time. I was able to have great discussion. Every time I go there, I'm learning something new. I learned things about the city, got different people that maybe was politicians earlier, and it's just interesting because seniors are very, and that's something that I learned even in my studies, is that when it comes to elderly, is that they like things that are useful to them, so you have to find things that are beneficial to them, so it just has that connection. So it's really interesting to see what their interests are, so just being around them, understanding them is interesting. But overall, it was a great week. And pulling it back to the painters, because like I said, I had to go over there and manage that. They did a great job. But I just want to say too, being really intentional, because when you're doing something, like my pops told me growing up, it's when you do something, do it right. You feel me? So I'm a big on, like, if I do cleaning, I want to be able to knock it out, just get it over with. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to clean it, do it half, you feel me, behind, and then I'm gonna end up doing it again. So it's like, if you're gonna do something, do it right. You know what I mean? Be intentional about what you're doing. So painters did a great job, but it wasn't phenomenal. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You know what I mean? So I've seen some areas, I don't want to do them like that, but I have pictures on my phone that were like, they had to come over. So for instance, like if you're painting in a darker color, I was able to still see the lighter pigment still on the darker color, so it got to be touched up, you dig? So I made a call, they came back, and they were able to touch it up, and things was on point. So I'm gonna have to go this week, actually walking into April. I got to touch up a lot of cleaning, got to get a lot of things done to get things organized, so we'll be able to open up and stuff like that. I was able to do a lot of flyers and kind of focus on the development on that end with the computers and stuff like that, and I'll be able to show some of that there. So I'm really pleased about that, so I'm happy that I got that out the way. Walking into this week, I'll actually be meeting with Gather Health, which will be trying to facilitate, I believe, like healthcare for our seniors. I believe some of our seniors are all set, but they want to be able to do some networking and hosting some events, and even giving some free food and just having people, interact and have activities. So we're cool with that. So we'll be meeting with them on Monday. I'll be participating in that meeting. But pulling it back to, like I said, good things take time. I want to talk to you guys about a brief story, right? I was able to have a conversation with one of the painters that were doing the job, and there were two other painters that had left to go pick up the materials, etc. I don't understand why, if you're coming to do a job, why are you going to leave? But everybody does things the way they want to do it. But they didn't come with all the materials, so two people left, and I was able to talk to one of the painters. And long story short, homeboy was just telling me about his childhood. He grew up in Puerto Rico. Both parents weren't, proactive parents, like, really doing what they had to do. And, everybody out here, we all going through something in somewhat way, you know what I mean? So just being able to have empathy, compassion, just listen. It was just kind of really interesting to hear this dude's story. But he said in his culture, with him being Puerto Rican, some men have a tendency of just like putting their back towards like the sun and just like letting the sun just become a man, whatever. So it's just like kind of interesting to see. So he said he made some decisions early about holding, drugs, and unfortunately, the reward was $1,000, some money like that. Unfortunately, he was able to get arrested, which is, it's unfortunate, but he served his time. And now he was talking to me about just how, like, the felony and just how that is able to affect him in his life circumstances. Like he can't really do too much. So until, I believe he says, about 7 years until he can get cleared and he can be able to, like, talk to law, authorities to see what they can do, for the future. So I don't know too much about law. This made me more interested to kind of learn more about that. So I'm gonna find ways to kind of, figure about more knowledge that I could learn about situations like this. But just overall, listening to this man's story, I was just realizing that, like, like I said, good things take time. So I think about, like I said, being intentional about our decisions, knowing who are around, trying to look for the proper supports, professionals out here. You know what I mean? And there are behavioral health lines. We have Google. We have a lot of, the powers in the phones, tablets, and the computers. So it's like we have a lot of outlets out here, but we have to make the right decisions. And I just want to, say this is just, and kind of share the stories, because the outcomes really do weigh when we rush life and we, admire things that are not meaningful to our life, And I think that I want to have this conversation on another video about this money and everything like that. But it's just, when you rush life is going to rush you. And I think that when it comes to the money thing, it's like money's not going to be the end all. It's not going to be, it's not going to really give you that fulfillment. There's people that have, 1 million, they're not happy. People that have 10 million, they're still not happy. 100 million, still not happy. So it's just, what is it? What is it? You know what I mean? And it's us. We're the problem. We have to look in, we have to do this inner work. And that's why I always advocate for this personal development stuff. But I want to share this quote with you. Good things take time, as it should. We shouldn't expect good things to happen overnight. Actually, getting something easily or too soon can cheapen the outcome. And I wanted to share this with you because I don't want you guys to end up like this man. And I don't want to even get too deep into about, his financial circumstances, because, we all are here struggling. But in regards to his situation, it is his situation. But we have to think twice. We have to think critically. We have to look for support, and this is the reason why I make this type of content, because I want us to be able to have a platform in regards to, you can have your fun, you can, turn up, listen to your music, and you have that other stuff out there. But when it comes time to getting right, you know what I mean, and really having a platform to be able to, exchange real conversation and real dialogue, I want to be able to provide this with you. So, good things take time. Even looking at my week and looking at where I'm at right now, it's, I was patient, and I was true to myself. Even the way I'm talking to you, you feel me? Like, I'm real to myself. And I think that that's what keeps me whole. It makes me feel good, There's some days, I feel, I may feel sad, I may feel a little frustrated, but it's just about learning yourself. It's about learning your body, you know what I mean? And learning your emotions. And I realized something too when it comes to our anger, some of the stuff, we have to look into this. That's why I said seeking a professional, and looking into information if possible, because some of this stuff's genetic. Some of the stuff is conditioned based off of our, our surrounding, our friend group, what we listen to, the content. A lot of this information we know, but we have to start moving with, like I said, intention, diligently, Not every day when you wake up, you got to jump and hop on that phone. You know what I mean? Like, take a time, take a few steps back. Like, what am I doing? Like, you know what I mean? Think about it. Maybe I should touch my phone 5 times in a day. Like, have boundaries for yourself. But overall, the message I want to give to you is that good things take time. When you are real to the process, you have goals, you have the steps, you have the support. You have me. I'm here to support you. You're going to get there. You're going to get to your destination. Once again, good things take time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for thriving with me. Have a nice day. Take it easy.